you beautiful people, welcome to the channel. If you're brand new and shiny, not been here before, my name's Paul and I'm a Yorkshireman, and I've been doing this job for about a dozen years now, tramping here in the UK. Well, you joined me on a pretty damp Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday the 31st of August, and you joined me the day after Truckfest Peterborough. So we've gone from beautiful shiny truck to an absolute mess. I've only driven today just over 2 and a bit hours, and the truck is absolutely bogging already. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? We had a cracking week at Peterborough, at Truckfest Peterborough. If you didn't attend, yeah, it was very good. We'll talk more about Peterborough later on in the video. But yeah, as I say, it was a good show. It's an understatement. Well, as I posted the other week, no video last week because of Peterborough and just getting ready for that. But we're here now. We're here now. I've got a massive thank you to 2 of you guys, which will come up later on. And we've also got rather a large drive. We've just loaded out of Banagher, or Banagher, there's no R in it. Banagher Concrete. It's just outside Wheating, which is just outside Thetford. We're just outside that little village called Brandon, you've seen on time lapse that we just came through. So we just loaded out of there. And this is what we've got. So I'll put on the screen now, overlay a photograph. We've got little concrete blocks. I say little, they weigh 0.967 tonnes each, so 967 metric kilograms. Is there anything else other than metric kilograms? You know what I mean. 967 kilos each, and we've got 28 of them on. So you guys can do the math and give me an exact weight, because I really can't be bothered. But needless to say, it's almost up to 28 tonne on the back. Like I say, 28 of these blocks. And what are they? Well, they're pile cappings. That sounds really rude, doesn't it? But from what I can gather, they're going to a wind farm, which is, as it is right now, 384 miles away. We're going up to Shots. We're going to a wind farm. And yeah, from what I can gather, they are basically the cappings for the pilings that get driven into the ground. These are caps, and then there's a base built on the top of that to mount the wind turbine. That's what I can gather. So they're part of the sub base for the wind turbine. So that's what I can gather from talking to the other guys that have already been. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow, because it won't be today. Yeah, it's 384 miles it is now, 7 hours and 37 minutes driving, and I've got 7 hours and 33 minutes left on my 10-hour day. So it's not going to get delivered today. Plus, ETA right now is 7 minutes past 4. Obviously, I'm going to have to take 2 breaks, because I've got 2 hours left now. So I had to drive a couple of hours to get where I was, to get to load. I had to drive 2 hours. So I'll run those 2 hours out, take a 45-minute break, and that'll give me a full 4.5 hours then to get as far north as I possibly can today. I'm hoping to get to possibly Lesmago, Route 74 truck stop. Be nice to get in there. I do believe Truckerjenko's heading up that way today, so he might be there tonight. It'll be good to catch up with him. Even though we did catch up with him over the weekend in Peterborough. Yeah. So I've got photos of the truck, our trucks. I didn't do any kind of vlogging or photographing of the show, but I will do a bit of a photo montage that I've got later on for you guys. Of WS stuff, basically, if you're into that sort of thing. I don't know what else we've got for you. Oh, I've got an announcement now. Yeah. Again, Truck Fest related. I got given something. So I'm going to give it to you guys. It's a jacket, basically. It's a Truck Fest merchandise jacket. I got given it yesterday. It's brand new, still got tags on. I was given it by one of the organisers. And I'm just going to gift it straight on to you guys. Because that's what I do. Let's slow it down. We're in a 50 at the moment, we're coming into a 40. This off to our right hand side now, it's heavily fenced off, is RAF Lakenheath, or Lakenheath. It's not even RAF, is it? Is it RAF? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I was thinking it's not RAF, but it is. It's Lakenheath. It's there, look, RAF Lakenheath. The reason questioning whether it was RAF or not was because it's an American airbase. Basically, I believe once you get inside there, you're actually on American soil. I think. I believe it's an American currency in there. You guys tell me. I'm sure there's somebody watching this that'll know more than me. I'm sure I'm right in saying that. There's a lot of American cars, etc. I don't know. You tell me. RAF Lakenheath. So I don't know what to do today regarding filming. Obviously it's just driver heavy today, so I might do some time lapse later on when we get up onto the 66, much later on today, and then a bit up into Scotland. Don't know. We'll have to play it by ear, won't we? Play it by ear. Massive shout out to 3 people that I met this weekend. Spent some time with this weekend. They're actually part of the WS family, or they become part of the WS family. If you don't know and you're not aware, WS have been expanding. We have been buying other companies or buying shares in other companies, and 2 of those companies is Ken Mallinson and Sons, based out of Barnsley. We've had them we've been involved with them for quite some time now, and we had one of their trucks on stand with us this weekend. There's a chap called Damo. So Damo, if you watch, young man, yeah, cracking weekend, good laugh, and welcome to WS. And the other 2 are actually one, if you like, because they're in a relationship, they're a couple, and that would be Alan and Lucy. Now, Alan works for In Transit, and he brought along the Pulp Fiction Mercedes. Sorry, got something in my throat there. Yeah, he brought the Mercedes. Mercedes. I can't help it, sorry, I really can't help it. Mercedes. He brought the Pulp Fiction truck, that's better. He brought the In Transit Pulp Fiction truck down to the show, and he brought his good lady Lucy with him. They were both exceptionally shy about coming to the show because they didn't know how they were going to be accepted. And well, you guys know me, I'll talk to anybody, and we got on great. They really blend, they merged into the show, into the family, the WS family, really, really well. So it was good, really good. So yeah, welcome guys, and thanks for the company over the weekend. I had a FaceTime call off a YouTuber while we were at the show. I had a couple of subscribers chatting to me at the time, and they also subscribed to this chap. So my phone goes off, and we get a weird ringtone from Facebook. Answers it, and it's We Yorkshireman Trucking. Vernon rang us up, wished us luck for the show, because this was on Friday evening. It might have been Saturday, don't know, I can't remember. I think it was Friday evening, Saturday morning. Yeah, wishing us luck for the show. We had a chat for 10 minutes. He's coming over next month. And he's hoping he can time it correctly to be in Scotland when we are. Because we're all attending Edinburgh Truck Fest. I say all of us. We're not going to have the same stand that we had at Peterborough. You'll see the photos of that later, I'll do that later. But you'll see the photographs and that, what we put up later, of the hospitality trailer that we've now got. And obviously all the other companies that are involved, and Nigel's 113 Scania, Nigel being the managing director of WS. He took his 113 along for the weekend, but they're not going to be there at Scotland. If you want to see the stand like that, it will be, and from what I can gather, it will be bigger at Knutsford towards the middle of October, I think that is. Knutsford Truck Fest, what is that? In the northwest? Yeah, Truck Fest Northwest. So we're putting the same kind of stand on again. If you want to pop down, have some freebies, it's a merchandise shop, and they're doing a recruitment drive, as is every other company in the country. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll already know this because I was shouting about it all weekend. If you're not following me on Instagram, why not? At WITTERINGTRUCKER. But yeah, there's the 5 WS trucks that was at the show. Not the one under the trailer. There was actually six trucks at the show, WS trucks. But there's just the 5 of us that have parked up in the ranks. The usual 5. Myself, Phil B, Mark Boyd, Andy Terry and Carl Madison. The 5 of us are going to Edinburgh, and we're dragging along another chap. A chap called Steve. He's known as Grumpy because he's got a big white beard looking like the dwarf. Steve keeps his truck absolutely immaculate. It's always on point. It's Steve's truck, always on point. It really does look the biz. Spends a lot of time and effort on it. Unfortunately, he can't attend the shows that often because his lad is a drift car racer, and the events that he goes to with the drift coincide 9 times out of 10 with the truck shows. But Edinburgh, he's free, so he's going to come up with us. So that should be good. There'll be 6 of us, which is a good turnout. First time I've ever been to the Edinburgh show. We've just got to work out logistics of getting up there and getting loads up there, and where we're going to get rid of trailers and stuff like that. So again, if you guys have got any ideas where we can hide our trailers for the weekend, it's obviously safe and secure, let me know. I have got an idea, and I will be speaking to somebody later, and we'll see if we can. But yeah, that should be a good crack. It should be a good weekend. That's the next show, 2 weeks time. Well, 2 weekends time, 3 working weeks. Pulling out, I'll block that road. So if you did come to Peterborough, thank you for coming and say hello. I appreciate the visit, the hugs, etc. I'm going to pull across now. I'm going to be here forever. It was nice to actually get to shake hands and hug people. It was nice. Obviously we're exceptionally heavy, so we're going to be slow all the way up there. So we've got back 3 minutes out of it. So we've already gained 3 minutes. So there was a 5-minute delay. It's now 2 minutes, so that's where it's come from. But I expect to lose time because obviously we're going to be crawling up hills and that. It's not going to be flying up the hills like it does when we're empty or lower weight. We'll see how we get on. It's just the way it is, isn't it? The way it is. So yeah, what have we got for you today, this week? A lot of driving. I'm going to try my best to do as much scenic time-lapse videoing kind of footage. I've absolutely no idea if I'm going to be able to film on site tomorrow when we get there. Hopefully they'll let me. Yeah, we'll try and get some drone footage. I'll do what I can. That's all I can do. And we might tie in tomorrow and do something tomorrow, depending on what comes up today. And obviously we'll cover Peterborough later on in depth with a bit of a photo montage, a bit of music and all that good stuff. Yeah. So I think I'll cut you loose for now. I'll get some miles done. Get around this tractor. It's a fast track, I think it is, because they ain't half rocking on. And we'll go from there. So right, guys, I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Bye for now.
Polaroids all scattered across the dusty floor in the backseat of my Chevy 58, along with bits of candy wrappers. Looking back to when our castle was a shack, vacation was making figure eights in the parking lot. Remember when we used to forgive more than we forgot? It wasn't like we didn't work hard enough. I'm trying to hold on to all the things that we did right. How could I forget about you leaving? Since my heart has never stopped bleeding, all that I can see is that I lost you then. I'm looking for a reason to forgive you, and sometimes I even wanna be with you, just the way you say that it's alright now. I am tearing down this wall. Years go by, and gradually the tears run dry, but I'm still here looking for your face in the faceless crowd. Long after our final ship had drowned.
Hi guys, welcome back. Well, we've just come through Kirkby Thor on the A66. People have got into a really bad habit of pulling out in front of me across the 66. It's really starting to get on my nerves. That van driver being one of them. He just pulled out the fuel station, the BP garage on the A66 in Kirkby Thor, and he just pulled out, just dawdled on. It's alright, I'll slow down. I got down to 15 miles an hour because of him. Yeah, it's not that heavy or anything, but we crack on. Part of the job. So well, what we got left? 126 miles to go of the 300 and whatever it was, I can't remember. 2 hours and 31 minutes to site. However, I've got 2 hours and 33 minutes of my day left, driving hours. For the day, that's on a 10-hour day, 10-hour drive. So there's absolutely no way I'm delivering this today, none whatsoever. I'm not even attempting to deliver it. I'm not going to turn up. If everything goes perfectly okay, perfect. There is no way I'm turning up at site with just 2 minutes of drive time left for my day. It ain't happening. So I'm not delivering it. So I have informed the office, and they're going to figure something out. And I'll give a bell in another hour, so we'll see where we go from there. So I'm kind of expecting to be staying in Les Mahagona tonight, which is Route 74 truck stop. And yeah, possibly meet up with Trucker Jenko. I'll have tea with him, that'd be quite nice. Oh, somebody cleaning his truck, fair play to you, young man, fair play to you. Wish I could swim, man, because it's minging. Right, I got asked to explain the 90-hour rolling fortnight driving hours thing. So, I'm going to try. I will trip up and I will get confused. We'll start by saying the rolling fortnight, or the fortnight, it starts on Sunday night / Monday morning, right? Depending on who you talk to, some people say it depends on the time of year. So like summertime, it starts at 1 o'clock, winter time it starts 12 o'clock, depending on when the clocks, you know, in the UK this is, when the clocks have gone forward fallen back and all that stuff. So I've always worked on a principle of 1 o'clock on a Monday morning. That's when it starts. So that's when your driving hours reset. So, saying that, a rolling fortnight. So we'll go week 1, week 2, week 3. Okay? So you have a rolling fortnight of week 1 and week 2. And to make it a rolling fortnight, week 2 and week 3 is another fortnight. Okay? I just stuck my fingers up and I apologise. Not what I intended. So, week 1, you drive for 30 hours. Drive. That is wheels moving, on drive, not other work, not brakes, not POA, nothing but drive. So wheels moving. You drive for 30 hours. So that's Monday to Friday. We'll call it Monday to Friday, between your weekly rests at the weekend. We'll call it Monday to Friday. So Monday to Friday you drive 30 hours. The next week you are then entitled to drive a further 60 hours. However, you're not allowed because you can only do 56 hours maximum driving a week. So, I just got a photo taken. So you're only allowed to drive a maximum of 90 hours over 2 weeks. So we'll say you've done a busier day, a busier week. You've driven the first week 36 hours. Okay. So week 1, you've driven 36 hours. You finish work on a Friday after driving your 36 hours total. You have your weekly rest off. Come back into work on a Monday. Bearing in mind, 1 o'clock Monday morning. Your driving hours reset. So the next following week, Monday to Friday, you're allowed to drive a total of 36 hours. What's that? That leaves you 54 hours. So you can drive a maximum of 54 hours in that week. Because if you add 36, 54 together, that gives you a grand total of 90 hours. Okay, that's what you're allowed to drive that week, 54 hours. So let's say week 2, so week 1 you did 36 hours, week 2 you came to work and you had a grand total of 54 hours that you're allowed to work, allowed to drive, sorry, let's correct that, allowed to drive, 54 hours allowed to drive. And let's say you drive for a grand total of 45 hours in week 2. So 36, 45 is 70, 81 hours. So you're below your 90 hours for the fortnight. Well done. You've kept within the law. You've kept within the tachograph rules. Flashing lights. Oh, it's long. So yeah, week 2 you did 45 hours. Now, week 2 then becomes the first week of your next week fortnight. First week of your next fortnight. So you forget about week 1 then, because you don't need to worry about it anymore. Week 2 you've done 45 hours. So you come to work at the start of week 3. The Monday, again your hours have reset at 1 o'clock. You've got a grand total of 45 hours to drive that week. Allowance to drive that week. Because you did 45 hours the week previously. So add that to the 45, gives you a grand total of 90. So, let's say you only drive 40 hours in week 3. We'll go to week 4. Come to work Monday morning, hours of reset, Sunday night. You did 40 hours in week 3. So week 4, you're allowed to drive 50 hours. 40, 50 equals 90. See how it works? Rolling fortnight. The previous week plus the week you're working cannot exceed 90 hours. Driving time, that is. Driving time only. I'm sure that's as clear as mud. And I'm sure there's better people out there to explain it. So basically, the driving hours you did last week and the driving hours you've done this week cannot exceed 90 hours total driving time. That is not POA, not brake, or not other work. It's only driving time. Yeah, I think that's it, does it? I confused myself then. Well, yeah. That's why I drive a truck and don't teach. So we're heading into Penrith. We're not far away from Penrith now. And we'll pick up the M6 north. Took long up there for a bit. We've got an hour and 19 left on this drive period. I stopped somewhere on the A1, Stamford Way, Oakham, somewhere around that area. I cleared my card there, and then I stopped at traffic. I stopped at Markham Moor for fuel. So from Markham Moor, I've done it non-stop. I haven't stopped. We're up here now. This is queuing for traffic for a roundabout. Ooh, pardon me. So we'll love you and leave you for now. Get a bit more footage going up through Scotland on the 74 there. It's always pretty. And I will catch up with you later on and let you know what's happening regarding the delivery, whether we're doing it tomorrow or somebody else is taking it. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Bye for now.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Leapers Ford to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. And who we to know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on my mind. I miss the smoke on the Cumberland and the fireflies at midnight, and the color of the leaves in the fall.
Wow. Good morning, you beautiful people. Join me on Wednesday morning now. It's a bit bright. I can't put my sun visor down because it covers that camera. Well, we're already delayed by a little over an hour because some delightful person abandoned his truck last night and not me. Oh. Excuse me. I parked in Route 74 truck stop last night, and two of the trucks parked in a ridiculous place, and myself and two of the drivers couldn't get out this morning. I got up at 5 o'clock, did my walk arounds. I knew I was going to struggle if I got out. I knew I was going to struggle to get out, but so I gave it a go. and I just couldn't get it. There was no way I could get out without damaging. I had a wagon and drag parked this side of me, so he was stuck out a little bit more, and I had a tanker parked that side of me, and a truck was parked across the front, so I had to 90 degree, and I couldn't get far enough forward to miss that truck with the inside swing and that truck with a tail swing. So 20 past 5 I'm knocking on this cab's door, because he shouldn't have been parked there. He was outside the bays. He shouldn't have been parked there. It was ridiculous. No response from him. You know, I'm kind of a patient person. Yeah, he's parked like a jerk, but you know, we've got to park, haven't we? You know, he's obviously come in late and needed to park. So I rang our lot, let them know, and then a guy 2 trucks down gets up about 20 minutes later. He knocks, no response, and then just after 6, the guy between us, the guy next to me, he gets up. So what's going on, like? So, well, I've knocked, he's knocked, can't get a response. He said, I'll get a response. And he proper clumped on this truck to get the guy out of bed. He shouldn't have been parked there. Yes, we disturbed the guy's daily rest, but he shouldn't have been parked there. So anyway, 20 past 6 I eventually pulled out, so I was over an hour late, well, just over an hour late moving. I was due on site at 6 o'clock, I've now got an ETA of 5 past 7. It's only away 4 mile away, so we're coming off in a mile and a half. It's the next junction. So yeah, other than that, it's been a good night. As you saw on the time lapse, so hopefully you've seen on the time lapse, I saw Mrs. Jenko, she was going across the border, going south as I was coming up, and then a bit later on, Trucker Jenko himself going south, chasing his missus down the road. Like I said, I got into Route 74 just inside a 13-hour day. I did a 13 yesterday. I had about 7 minutes spare when I reversed in, parked up. Quickly did my timesheet, paperwork. I didn't have much to do because I didn't actually do any deliveries yesterday. Literally loaded this and drove all the way up here. All day was driving, so no delivery paperwork to do. I got my taco out by 5:30. I started at 4:30 yesterday. If I'm not really said. Oh, so I don't know if I've said. I know I did say it, but I don't know if it's in a bit that I'm not using. But that black thing, it's a chair. If I've cut that bit out and I've not already told you. It's a garden chair, you know, a fold-up garden chair. Used for show. Now, I had a look on Google last night. Google Earth. And this postcode takes me to a golf club. I can't believe for a second I'm putting a wind farm on a golf club. It's crazy golf. They have windmills on crazy golf, don't they? I do have a little issue that I need to sort out when I get here. When I strapped this down, I was 2 ratchets short of strapping it down. So I scavenged off another trailer, and I found the 2 that I needed. But I need side rails up, handrails, which are the luminous green straps that we put down the side of the trailer. Basically, when people are climbing on it, stops them falling off. I need 4 ratchets for that. Well, obviously I haven't got any. I ain't got any spare. So my intention is to get to site and take 4 straps off. Bearing in mind I've got 7 lifts down the bed, down each side of the bed. Two sides, obviously, and over each lift there's 2 straps. So I can afford to take, when I'm on site, I can afford to take. I can afford to take one off it, 4 of them, leaving with just one strap to secure it on site. And that obviously then gives me the 4 ratchets that I need. That's the plan. Took them down here because it's 2 miles down here. Shall see, shall we? I need to brush my teeth. All that. I didn't have no tea last night either. I just didn't feel like eating. I had a half cheese and pickle sandwich I bought from the truck stop. It was a very nice sandwich, don't get me wrong, but and it did the job last night. But I'm plumbing hungry this morning. I don't know where I'm going. Waste there. I'm hoping to see a big site entrance. H&P shots. I used to take concrete in there when they were building it, or they're building a new wing. So quite smooth. There we go. Right, we've got temperature speed limits, so that gives me a hint that there's some kind of construction going on. Heavy plank crossing. That's looking good. There we go. It's there. Look. Heavy. Is it? Yeah, it's got to be in here, hasn't it? Got to be here. We'll have a nosy anyway. We'll go and see security and see what they have to say. It's looking good to me. I might add, I don't have Iron H Brown Limited on any paperwork. Let's see what Smart has to say. I lied, I do.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, fine, sir.
I was going to ask you if I was in the right place, but I just found out I have.
Yeah.
I know I need handrails on, but I didn't have enough ratchet straps, so I can do it. I can do it from the floor. It's not a problem.
That's fine. What's your name?
Paul
Oh,
Meadows.
Meadows.
Yeah.
Right, well, there today. Get your hazards on.
Yeah.
When you get up in the bend, you'll see the compound.
Yeah.
But there's a big way by your left. Just sit there, and somebody will take you up on the side.
Right. Well, I'll get my
Yeah, try to do that.
I'll get my handrails and shit and that done then.
Okay, mate.
Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it.
I'll let them know you're in.
Thank you. Easy as that. The delivery address on the paperwork doesn't say that Iron H Brown, but on the left hand side of the delivery paperwork it said sold to Iron H Brown. So had I looked at that, I maybe want to panic. I didn't panic, but you know. Bit of off-roading. Right, I'll leave you guys now because I don't know what I'm going to find when I go around this corner. So I'll shut you guys off and I will see you as and when I can. Speak to you in a bit, guys. Bye for now. Hi guys. Well, we got out there. We're stationary on site for about an hour and a half. We were waiting about half an hour before the little white van come and got us. Took us to site, took about 15 minutes to get across the site. Tipped, and then 15 minutes back off the site. So yeah, about an hour and a half total from getting there. Well, we got there at 7 o'clock, we come out at 9:30. So yeah, 2.5 total. Not too bad. The site is horrendously dusty. And the chap on site was saying, he says, do not come off the whole road. You know, of the road that they've put in, do not come off the whole road. He says, if you sink, it's going to take a hell of a lot getting out. And it's all peat bogs that we're driving across. So yeah, we've got to be careful on that. Well, we got in, we got it done. We've got some good footage from the drone, hopefully. Yeah, so hopefully, you enjoyed that. Hopefully. So now we're heading back towards Thirsk, our yard at Thirsk, at Dalton. It was 190 something miles when we set off. Just under 4 hours of driving. Picking up a lot of steel and going to Newbridge, just outside Hartlepool. So steel fabricators there. So they do a lot of work for Severfield, who is our main contract. And so they do some work for them. So I'm assuming that's just going to be raw steel that I'm taking there, just unprocessed, unused steel. That's what I'm assuming. We'll find out later today. Hopefully I'll get that done today. I've got an ETA quarter to 2. Yeah, we'll see. Peterborough show. Cracking show. Brilliant show. The best truck fest I've ever been to, by a long shot. Not the best truck show I've done. That was one I did down at Silverstone. That'll remain for quite some time, I can see. The best show I've ever done, I've attended. But truck fest, definitely this last Peterborough was the best one by far. It was just... I've got to keep an eye on that front camera because it keeps turning itself off for some reason. Yeah, it was just brilliant. The atmosphere was fantastic, the entertainment evening was fantastic. It was just fantastic. My only complaint, the price of the food. The price of food was expensive, but it's kind of what you expect when you go to things like that, innit? We didn't really prepare properly, to be honest. But the company was great. There was no issues with any of the drivers that we didn't know, because we had sister company drivers with us. WMP, PE Logistics, Greylaw. There was no driver without the vehicle was on its own. KMS and In Transit. There was no dramas with any of them. They were good lads, engaging. We had a good chat with them all. All the staff from WS that came to actually work on the stand, brilliant people. I said we can list them all. Well, there was a geezer called Bobby, a young lad called Bob. Really nice man. Worked with him before on site. Absolutely spot on lad he is. He's good. And then there was Sharon, Amy, Liv, Becca, and Georgia. And then we also had a chap by the name of Steve, who I don't really know, didn't really get to know, didn't have the opportunity to. And Daz Hilton. Daz is our driver trainer. Darren will take you out on your assessment drive if you come to work for WS. No, you apply to work for WS. He'll take you out on an assessment drive. Nice guy, really nice guy. And then for Saturday and Sunday we had a guy called Neil. Oh, flipping heck. Neil. I can't for the life of me think it's his surname. And I know it. I want to say Neil Buchanan, but that's him off Heart Attack, innit? On telly. Neil Burden. Neil was kind of overall in charge of where we were putting the trucks, lining us all up, making sure everything was absolutely bob on. He's got an eye for detail. Really nice guy again. It was good, really, really good. So yeah, thank you to WS. If any of you guys are watching, massive thank you to WS for putting that on. I know it wasn't put on for us, but yeah, they certainly made us feel at home, as it were, all of us drivers. It was really good. Yeah, I was going to say something then. Completely lost the plot. Completely lost the plot. While we were stripping the stage down, stripping the trailers, the two curtain-sided trailers that myself and Phil took in. While we were stripping them down, one of the merchandise guys came over from Truckfest and gave me a hoodie. No, it's not. That's a lie. It's a black bomber jacket with Truckfest. I don't know if it's written or embroidered. I can't remember, on the chest. It's official merchandise. It's still got its tags, brand new. It's end of line. They're not selling them anymore. So he says, "Do you want it to give away?" I said, "Yeah, fantastic." And that's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to put that up for grabs. It'll be on an Instagram post next week, so make sure you keep an eye on Instagram. And it literally is simply @WITTERINGTRUCKER. I'm not quite sure exactly what you're going to have to do for it. It'll be probably a like, share and comment or something, I don't know. But yeah, that'll be available next week. I'm going to throw in a little bit of merchandise I've got left. I'm sure I've got a mug, a couple of pens. Might be able to get all the notepads and air fresheners, things like that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And then obviously I'll stick in a couple of badges and some stickers for my channel. So that'll be for next week. So keep your eyes open for that. Now, on a personal note, you guys at Peterborough, the amount of people that come to see me was amazing. Oh, there's a car broken down. The amount of you guys that come to see me was amazing. I can't thank you enough. I was blown away, to be fair, by the amount of you guys that actually wanted to come and spend time with me. Why you want to do that, I don't understand, but you did. And you were all brilliant, you're all lovely people. And it was lovely to meet you. Nice to put names to faces and all that good stuff. And I had one queue of you guys, a queue, about 6 of you, all wanted to speak to me all at the same time. Just as William Stobart and his son turned up. So it made me look really good. Thank you. I met up with a TikToker that I wanted to meet up with at Peterborough, and that is Flat Out Flatbrook. A chap by the name of Sandy. He's got TikTok and he's got Instagram. And he is such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. To the point where he's been a bit soft, really, I suppose you could say it. He was selling merchandise while he was there, you know, his own channel merchandise. And when he was getting the money off the people, he was putting it in the drawer in the centre of his dashboard. And somebody has been in and fleeced him and took money out of his drawer. Somebody's stolen from him, pretty much. Well, that's exactly what they've done. They've stolen from him. The guy's a one-man band. He's got no big company backing him. You know, he's got to pay out for this merchandise. So you've literally stolen out of his bank account. If you're watching this, you're scum. No other words for it, you're scum. Absolute scum. And I hope he finds out who you are. I really do, because he's a nice guy. He comes across as a really nice guy. And I had a good night with him. He's took my number. We're going to get in touch with each other. And he's going to come on the live chat shows when I kick them back off again later in the year. After the show season, we'll start them back. And Sandy as well up for coming on there, so that should be really, really good. Really entertaining. So I'm going to leave it for there this week. I've waffled on enough, I've wittered on enough, and I have no real content to show you. You've had plenty, haven't you? Nice scenery like we've got now. You've had the drone footage. You've had the drive across country, across the bog marshes there, whatever they are. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you've not already done so. Hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you get a thumbs up. If you've not enjoyed it, thumbs down. Leave me a comment, let me know why. And yeah, ladies, gents, boys, girls, all those confused. Thanks for riding along with me, and I'll catch up with you all next week. Take care.
I've been trying